Brad Pitt upset after daughter Shiloh filed to drop Pitt from her last name. Amid the ugly divorce with Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt is reportedly upset and aware that his daughter Shiloh has filed to drop his last name on her 18th birthday. A source close to the actor, while speaking to People, said his removal from his daughter's life is just another indication that he has lost his children. The source said, and I quote, "He's aware and upset that Shiloh dropped his last name. He's never felt more joy than when she was born. He always wanted a daughter," end quote. Just so you know, Brad Pitt was already in the process of legally adopting a daughter who had been a part of his life for months before he and his estranged partner, Angelina Jolie, had announced she was pregnant with Shiloh in January 2006. Angelina Jolie had traveled to Ethiopia to adopt her first daughter, 19-year-old Zahara, in July 2005, and Brad Pitt had come with her on the trip. He was reported to be in the process of becoming Zahara's adopted father in December 2005, a month before he and Jolie announced her pregnancy. The source added, and I quote, the reminders that he's lost his children is of course not easy for Brad. He loves his children and misses them. It's very sad," end quote. According to the source, the distance between him and his 6 children, Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, and twins Knox and Vivian, pains him, but he still loves all of his kids tremendously. If Shiloh's request is granted, she will subsequently go simply by Shiloh Jolie rather than our original full name, Shiloh Jolie Pitt. If you would recall, we previously reported that Brad Pitt's youngest daughter, Vivian, who served as her mother, Angelina Jolie's assistant when she produced the Broadway's musical adaptation of The Outsiders, had listed her name as Vivian Jolie in the playbill for the show. Zahara, on the other hand, previously introduced herself as Zahara Mali Jolie when she joined the Mu Pi chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority at Spelman College late last year, while their oldest sons, Maddox and Pax, have reportedly not publicly used their father's name in years. Wow.
When I saw this, I felt, the first thing I felt, I said, oh, the power of a woman in the life of the children.
Of the children, yeah.
Now, it's one thing to be, to sulk when it comes to being a good father. And it's another thing to be a good father, but not a good husband.
Yeah.
And I really do not like it when parents or women try to involve children in whatever
issues
or issues they have with their husbands, because there are people who are not good husbands, but they're good fathers to their children. But I understand that most times, so when women have problems with their husbands, they try to like manipulate the situation and, you know, turn it against the
father,
totally, so that
paternal side.
So that the children would not even have, you know, anything to do with the father, or they will see the father in a bad light. And I think I have always preached this, that people should stop this. If you have a problem with your spouse, have a problem with your spouse, but make the life of the children. You have brought them into the world. They did not ask you to bring them and not be in agreement. And now that you have brought them to the world, you should help them to live well. And that is why you see people co-parenting. They might not be, you know, in good terms, but they always just have that ground of, okay, we'll visit the school together, you know, we'll share custody, or they'll come to me during the holidays, they will stay with you when they're in school, and all of those. I think it is very, I don't know what the real situation might be with, you know, Angelina Jolie, but I think that let the father be the father. You might have a problem with your husband, but I mean, doing this, I don't understand.
I have a question, and the question is, do you think that this problem is not a reflection of whatever he has done wrong or whatever he did, or do you think it's just the influence of the mother?
So I wouldn't know. That was why I said that if it is just that is being a good father, but because she has a problem with her ex or estranged husband, or however we want to put it, then it would be so pathetic to see that she has such an influence on the children, and then they're dropping the name of their father.
Well, usually when there are family feuds like this, The bad side is always the father's side. Why?
So that is what I'm saying. And kudos to women who have tried their best. You know, they know that the father is not so fantastic to them as a husband, but they have tried their best not to paint the father bad.
Terrible,
you know, as
still include them.
You know, they don't allow the children to say anything bad about their father and all that. So I think that we should just, you know, applaud women who have done that.
This is heartbreaking, and then there's one child who, like, has his name that they gave birth to.
Not adopted,
it is.
and then you're going to drop the father's name. It's just very pathetic. But I don't know, maybe they now have other issues. You know, if they have other issues, then I'm out of it. But if there are no other issues, I mean, why? All right, we'll go on this music break, and we will be back for the remainder of the entertainment. Stay here with us.